tonight on WVUA News at 6.
New jobs are heading to West Alabama. We'll show you where and how you can apply. Plus,
Mercedes-Benz has donated 2 cars to the Tuscaloosa Center for Technology. I'm Jennifer Edwards, and I'll have what types of opportunities that will provide for students in Tuscaloosa. Coming up on WVUA News.
Plus, we'll introduce you to the newest member of the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office. See how he's getting a new leash online. But first, parts of Alabama are under the gun for severe weather. It's part of the same storm that pounded the Midwest earlier today, where at least 9 people were killed.
now here's a live look at the city of Tuscaloosa from the WVUA Tower Cam. What are the chances that you could see severe weather later on this evening? Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott has been monitoring the situation and now joins us with the very latest. Richard.
Yeah, Philip and Lynn, good news is this is not the same storm system in terms of producing the tornadic threat like it did up in the upper Midwest. Fortunately, around here, the dynamics and shear just not there for a big-time severe weather risk, but still could have a couple of severe storms. We had that tornado warning for Fayette and portions of Marion Walker County earlier. That storm's moved past Jasper, moving towards Warrior in northern Jefferson County. More storms back to southwest towards Louisville, Mississippi, a severe thunderstorm warning. And we'll be watching that cell as it does move towards Pickens County. Going to have the showers and storms through about midnight tonight. And really the threat for severe weather starts to die off after about 10 tonight. Temperatures back in the mid-60s at midnight. But what about the rest of the forecast? The threat for severe weather on Friday. Your forecast is coming up.
Mercedes-Benz is giving Tuscaloosa students new opportunities for learning. Mercedes handed over 2 sets of keys to TCT this morning.
The ceremony was part of TCT's Spring Career and College Fair. According to TCT's principal, Dr. Kathleen Houston, not many people understand the opportunities that a technical school can offer to students. WVUA reporter Jennifer Edwards has more.
We're growing the potential team members for the future. Our ability to provide the cars for them to train on is just another step to get them to move to where maybe they can advance and get into our plant.
Tuscaloosa Center for Technology principal Kathleen Houston says technical school is just that, an opportunity for students to get hands-on experience in a trade they can use in the real world.
A lot of these kids have opportunities that they wouldn't have had otherwise. They look at their work ethic as much as they do their academic work. These kids work on a weekly basis at Mercedes, and by doing this, Mercedes paid them.
Superintendent of Tuscaloosa City Schools, Dr. Paul McKendrick, said it's important all students learn something they can use to better their future.
These are not careers or jobs where people can just walk in off the street. We're trying to shift the culture and shift our students and our families to thinking that there needs to be high achievement because the skills are requiring that.
McKendrick says there's a program for every student at TCT. Construction work, welding, and graphic design are just a few of the choices. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Jennifer Edwards, WVUA News.
And Mercedes-Benz officials also told WVUA they are adding a 3rd shift to their schedule, and they will be adding at least 100 new jobs. For more information about Mercedes employment opportunities, just go to WVUATV.com. Click on numbers and links.
10 months after the devastating tornado rolled through Tuscaloosa, recovery is slowly moving along.
A group of residents in the community of Holt are pulling together in hopes of coming out stronger from this tragedy. WVUA's Matt McCoy has more in the final part of Rising from the Rubble, Holt's story of recovery and rebuilding.
Anytime you can look forward from where you are and see a future that's better, you can be encouraged by that and you can grow.
That's exactly what the community of Holt is doing, growing from a once separated part of Tuscaloosa County to the possibility of a thriving economy, which community members hope will bring more people into their small portion of land.
I think it's a bright future. I think it's a great vision, a great roadmap. A lot of work's going to be involved, but we have the opportunity with a lot of help to revitalize, have a rebirth in our community to be what we were before and possibly, I believe, even greater.
There are plans on having maybe some more stores, maybe bring in some retail stores, bring in possibly restaurants.
It brings hope to my heart knowing that there's people here in the community who want to rebuild and the others that want to get behind them It brings hope. It brings it strengthens my heart.
And as more people may come in to visit, residents say just don't miss what they call the best part of Holt.
Most people drive through Holt and don't realize what is out here and what they're missing. You miss the people. There's a lot of loving people out here, a lot of people who have called this their home for a long time, and who, like I said, are wanting to see it come back to what it once was.
And as they recover and rebuild, the people of Holt say the once industrial center for Tuscaloosa County will indeed rise from the rubble.
10 years from now, I see Holt as an incorporated municipality that's thriving, that has an economic base.
You don't expect something to come and wipe the slate clean, so it's almost impossible to say what the vision could really be. It's what everyone wants it to be.
Better than it was before.
I think it's a place of diversity, with culture, with a rich history, but a bright future.
10 years from now, the sky's the limit.
And that was Matt McCoy reporting. And you can learn more about the Holt in Action Recovery Plan at WVUATV.com. Just click on numbers and links.
On your Education Watch, Tuscaloosa City school leader speaks out about charter schools. As we've reported, Governor Bentley says he would like for charter schools to be an option for children here in Alabama. But Superintendent Dr. Paul McKendrick says he has some concerns. Officials say the schools would be publicly funded, but would operate outside the rules and regulations of regular public schools. McKendrick says he does not have a problem with charter schools, but he does have a concern about how they would be funded.
That's the issue that most superintendents have. If we're going to use charter schools, if we're going to allow charter schools in, then there needs to be more money in school funding from the state to accommodate these schools also and not take money from public schools.
McKendrick also said year-round has been removed from the school's reform plan. He said it could be fixed with several initiatives instead of just year-round school. The Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office has a brand new team member.
And you could say he's getting a new leash on life. Meet Bear. He's serving as a drug investigation dog for the Sheriff's Office. Officials say Bear was rescued from an animal shelter in Kentucky and was trained at a canine training facility there. Deputy Nick Lolly is Bear's handler, and Bear lives with him. Lolly told us it's important for the dog to trust its handler in order for that relationship to work better.
I trained for 4 weeks with Bear, and I just got back last week. And the first time Bear went out, we went to FedEx and got a package. Got a pound of marijuana.
And Lolly says Bear is very energetic, and that's just what you want in a drug investigation dog.